Hey guys, I am obviously doing a chit chat get ready with me video. If you're reading the title of the video, then you know. So I'll just go ahead and get started into it. I will say, don't mind the crazy fingernail chipping that I have going on. I rarely, I don't do my fingernails a lot just because I do chip them so easily. I don't feel, I don't know, I don't have time to do my nails all the time. And so I rarely get manicures because I just feel like that's a waste too. But I did get one this weekend and I chipped my nails first day, which is just how it goes. So I think after this video, I'll probably take it off. So what should I start with? I will start with this past weekend. I went to Chicago. I've never been, and it was a lot of fun. And if you watch some of my past videos, I've mentioned some of my mommy friends, like women that I've met on the internet. Back when I was pregnant, I joined an internet board for women who are pregnant, but then they had monthly boards, so whenever your baby was due. And I joined that, and that was over 4 years ago. And I've been friends with all of these girls since then. And so we still talk and created our own private board, and yeah, we still talk. And so last year we did a get together, a Southeast get together. And I met some of the women there. We went to a zoo in South Carolina, I believe. Yeah, South Carolina. So anyways, I met some of them there, and that was really cool. It was fun. Great. And so it was nice to meet them, and we brought the kids. So that was the only thing that I noticed was really different. This time we did a mom only get together in Chicago, and only one of the girls that I had met before was at this one. So the girls that went to this new meetup was the first time I was meeting them. But we decided to just do women only, and it was awesome. It's fun, to have people meet your kid and, these babies that brought us together, but you don't really get to interact as much. So when we did the zoo get together, yeah, we were all together, but I didn't really get to talk very much. None of us really did. So the girl that was at the get together last year was there this year, and I got to bond with her more this year. So anyways, we decided on Chicago, and it was so like I said, I've never been, but it was a really, really, really fun place. And I don't know what else to say. It was just really cool. I was really tired. My flight was at 6 o'clock the next 6:30. It was early, so I didn't go to sleep till after 2. I had to get up at 4, and then I got there, and luckily one of the girls was flying into the same airport as I was, and only 45 minutes after, because I don't really know how to use public transportation, and I don't know that I would have figured it out very well. I think that I probably would have just sucked it up and paid for a cab instead of having to deal with the train and then a bus. But she was there. She kind of knew what she was doing. So I was like, yay, you can just direct me and I'll follow you wherever we go. And so we stayed at a hotel that was right off of the main street that people like to walk up and down at. So that was really cool. I shared a room with 2 of the other girls, and then the other girls had a room. So we had 2 rooms. And a couple of the girls came for Saturday only. I was there all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. Most of the people left either Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. But my flight wasn't until like 7 something. And I didn't even know if I was going to get to go. Like, I had always planned to go, but then I procrastinated. When I had first looked at flights, they were only like 150 round trip, and I didn't book it right then because I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to end up having to go to California at that point in time. And I also, like, my friend was moving back to France. I wasn't sure when she was leaving. But then once I knew that I could go and that weekend would work, flights had jumped to like 250, and I was like, oh man. And so I was talking to my husband about it, and then when I went back on, they went to 350, and I'm like, ah. So, and I was like, I can't do that. And so we have frequent flyer miles, and my husband was like, I think it'd be really good for you to go. Why don't you go ahead and use those? And the problem with that is that you can only use them on certain flights, and then certain flights cost a different amount of miles. And so there was a flight there for Friday, but there wasn't a flight available back for Sunday, and I needed to come back Sunday. So I was checking every day and nothing was changing. And so Monday came and one flight opened up for Sunday, and like I booked it really quickly. So no, it was Monday that Sunday. Yeah. Did I say that? So on Monday, a day for the next Sunday came up. And so I booked it, and then I left that Friday. So that was really exciting. And we just, the first day, like, we walked around, and then we were going to go to a specific restaurant, and it ended up being really busy. And it was also really rainy. So like, we were out in the pouring rain, and we needed to find a place. And we actually ended up stumbling on a really nice restaurant. Like, we're really glad that that other place was packed, because this place was really good. And we just had a really good time. And then we went on an architecture boat tour, which was awesome. I posted some of my pictures on Instagram if you want to check those out. But it was really cool. I learned a lot of things that I never knew before, of course. And I mean, the city is it's just gorgeous. I don't even know. Same words, just saying the same thing over and over again. I was going to do a haul on, I'm using the Brianna Glam To Go set for the first time, and I can't, like, I've been using the Winsome lipstick from Pumpkin and Poppy every day, and now I can't find it. It was in my purse. I've been keeping it in my purse, and now I don't even know where it's gone. I haven't really been playing with a lot of makeup, just because it has been so hot. So it's like, I don't even want to put anything on. So I really just haven't been wearing makeup or even attempting to wear makeup that much. I just keep it really, really simple. But yeah, I wanted to play with this. But anyways, I wanted to do a haul, and I can't find my Winsome lipstick. I have all the other products, so I might do the haul. Because what I was going to actually do is do a haul look. So, oh, that was a bit much. My bad. Because I have all the products here except for the lipstick. And I just went through my purse for like the billionth time. I dumped everything out, and it's not in there. So I better find it. So this was, I didn't realize this. The girls said, they're like, oh, because you interact online all the time. So you're talking, but then it's kind of like, so, do we match up to what we portray? And for them, they said it felt like it was a little easier for them with me because they've seen my YouTube videos, and I didn't realize that they'd seen my YouTube videos. And so I got kind of embarrassed. But, yeah, so apparently they watched some of my videos. So if any of you are watching, hi ladies. I had a lot of fun with you. So the next day, we went to a spa, and it was like a small little place, but it was adorable. So it was pouring rain again that day. And so when we got there, our clothes were soaking wet, and the lady offered to, she like took our clothes, put it in the dryer for us, and gave us robes to wear, and that was a lot of fun. I thought that was really cool. They had great service, and I was actually only set up to get a pedicure, but one of the girls that was coming into town that day was running behind, so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get the manicure. And then now it's all super chipped, which is typical. My toes are fine though. And anyways, it was just fun. That night we went to a tapas type restaurant. Tapas is where you order like little smaller plates and you try a bunch of things. I haven't laughed that hard in such a long time. Like it was so great. I feel so blessed. You know, and it's kind of a bummer that we all live so far away, because it is nice to have that. And honestly, like I struggle with being liked. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I am valued by people the same way that I value them. And so I struggle with that sometimes. And when you meet people or you know people and you enjoy them, you want to be around them. My friend Stephanie, the one that's moving back to France, I know that she feels the same way about me as I feel about her. We both really enjoy spending time together, where I've just had so many bad experiences with friends that just like don't want to be my friend anymore, or whatever the issue may be. And so I end up feeling like it's me, like it has something to do with me. But I've never so I always am kind of worried about like people and if they're really actually invested. Because to me, when you have close friendships, they're a type of relationship. It's not a romantic relationship, but it's a relationship, you know, and you want to trust your friends and you want to have security, you know, you don't want things to go wrong. And so I'm very much like that. I'm a very loyal person, and I take relationships very seriously. And so anyways, I know that my friend Stephanie she's just fantastic, and I don't feel like I have to worry about our friendship. The sucky thing is that she's moving, and we've been friends since pretty much like right after I moved here. And so it's going to be weird. Like it's going to be a really big a readjustment to my daily life here, because so much of my life has to do with Stephanie. We spend a lot of time together. We see each other every week, like multiple times a week. And our kids play together. Our kids, I mean, Winnie was not even a year old, you know, and now she's going to be 4. So that's going to be hard. And we're both, you know, it's going to be hard for her, because even though she's from France, she's still going back and kind of like having to readjust to living there. And so it's going to be hard for her too. And we're going to miss each other very much. Okay, where am I going with this? I want to try, I got a hula hoop sample from Brianna, and I want to try it. It's a bronzer. I don't know how to try samples from out of the bag. I think I need to find like an empty container or something to put it in. I don't have one right now. I want to try it though. Maybe I can put some on my hand. So that, I have been dreading that lately. And I've been, my depression has been really sucking lately. Like and it's hard sometimes. You just like, you get so sick of feeling kind of abnormal. I guess. It's like, why can't I just function like other people? So, and I think that some of it can, you know, can be circumstantial because, you know, a friend is leaving, and that's really hard, you know, to say goodbye to someone that you really, really care for. And, you know, we'll stay friends, we'll stay in contact. You know, people will be like, oh, well, you can go to France to visit her. And I'm like, yeah, of course, but it's different. It's different than being able to sit on the couch in your pajamas and chat, you know. And it was funny because today in the car when Stephanie and I were talking, I was like, who's gonna sit on the couch and drink coffee with me in their pajamas? And Winnie chimes in from the back seat, I will. I'm like, yes, yes. Oh, speaking of Winnie, let me tell you about a situation. We right now, since they've moved out of their house already, they're staying at like one of those like long-term places. So it's like a nice little place, but they have a pool, and we went swimming, and Gwen doesn't know how to like swim yet. So she still wears like one of those puddle jumpers. So she's able to, you know, get around. But I mean, I'm in the pool and I'm watching her and whatnot. But yesterday, we were swimming, we got out to like have a little snack or whatnot, and then she wanted to go back in, so I let her. And since it wasn't like a big pool or a big area, I guess, like I let her, ooh, my bad. I let her go in while I was sitting on the chair because she had her floaties on and she was fine and she did great. And then when it was snack time, we got out, we dried off and we had our snack. And when we were done, her and one of Stephanie's sons were playing with some like water toys. And she did a really good job at knowing her boundaries around the pool. So she'd walk around the pool, but she knew like not to get in the pool. And they had like little float toys, and so they would like grab the toys and it was fine. But then like they moved away from the pool and like we're playing over here. And just thank God that I had my eyes on her the whole time. She just out of nowhere, she gets up, turns around, runs, and jumps in the pool, in the deep end, without her floaties. And I was up out of my seat before she hit the water, I'm sure, but I sprinted. Like I was so fast, and when I was going, like I'm leaping through the air and it's like slow motion and I'm like, whoa, and she's underwater, like she's submerged, she can't swim. And I like jump in the water, and then I just like, I'm underwater and I just lift her up just to make sure that she has air. And I think she knew, because as soon as like I came up, she's like, I'm sorry, Mama. Like she knew, but I was like, I can't, you know, I just said calmly, I said, we do not, like, do you understand that we do not do that? And we got out, and like, once I got out and just like, I saw that she was okay and she was fine, I started to like tremble and my heart was racing. Because what if I hadn't been looking? You know, what if I looked away? Or what if I was, you know, cooing to the baby or something? I just... And then there's all those stories about like secondhand drowning, or not like dry drowning, which is where like if a kid gets fluid in their lungs after like a sort of drowning incident, then they could die days later. So then I just get all paranoid, and I'm like, how do my parents do this? Like, I never took swim lessons. I've just known how to swim for as long as like my memories take me. Well, there was only one time. There's one time I went to Raging Waters and I didn't know how to swim in the deep end, and I didn't know that there was a deep end. I went down one of those water slides and it shot me out, and the water was deep, and so I sank to the bottom before the lifeguard realized that I was drowning. Or not drowning. Kind of drowning. I would have drowned. So, that was like it. And other than that, I've always known how to swim. And then my brother, I taught him how to swim pretty young. So I didn't live with my dad, but we'd go to my dad's house just about every weekend. And he had a pool at his apartment complex. So we swam a lot. And so my brother, sorry, another wipe the bottom break. Poopy issues, I swear. So we're still battling the encopresis with her. It's an intestinal issue. And so her doctor had us do suppositories this week. And if that doesn't help, we have to go see a specialist. And I think we're going to have to go see a specialist because it's not doing what we need it to do. So I forget what I was saying before I had to pause. So yeah, Chicago is awesome. The ladies are awesome. Super happy. Stephanie's moving. I'm super sad. Winnie had a swimming incident. Oh, I was saying that I don't know how parents did it because we were always strong swimmers and I never like really thought about, you know, that. And now I'm just like, oh, you know, and I feel like you literally just can't take your eyes off for a second. I just don't ever want anything to happen to her. And that's like going to be a really big learning thing as a parent, you know, because you have to, you know, slowly start letting them be more independent. And I think that, you know, me sitting by the pool and not actually being in the pool and I let her, you know, float around in her little floaties, to me, that was me letting go a little bit of control of needing to be right on her, but it still was rough. So, so this next week, Stephanie is leaving. So I turn 30 next week, guys. I don't want to turn 30. I want to stay forever in my 20s. And she leaves the day after after my birthday. And then 2 days after she leaves, we fly to California. So yay, we're going to California. Like, I am really excited about that, but I'm sad because I think that I'll probably be crying for days. Like, I just am going to be a sad panda. So I hope that you guys will be patient with me. And I mean, I haven't been putting up videos. I was mentioning before, like the depression thing. I just have felt so blah, so sad, and I don't want to get on and be like sad and then just uninspired. And yeah, I just haven't been like feeling anything really. I'm like, oh, what do I have to talk about, or what do I have to, I mean, I'm not really buying things. That's the other thing. So I don't really have any haul videos because I'm not really buying stuff. The last haul that I did was the pumpkin and poppy and the Brillat stuff. I really want to purge. Like, I have makeup that needs to be used up and it needs to get out. And then just like, because so many companies have recently change their status, I want to like use those up and get them out of my stash, and then I'm pretty much like gonna stick to indie brands, but I need to get rid of like the stuff that I have before I buy. I don't want to be wasteful and just, you know, collecting all this stuff that I'm not using. So in that sense, I don't have like a lot of new stuff to show you. I started reading Harry Potter again, and I was planning to read the whole series this summer anyways, but then when I mentioned that, Letty from xoloveleti, and she said, why don't we do a book club type thing? And so we're gonna, the plan is to read one book a month and then maybe do a look or a recipe or something that inspires us and do that. So, but I've already finished the first one and I can't really wait to start the second. I've read a couple pages. I love them. Like, I don't like to go, like, I don't want to read one book and then like go read a couple others and then come back. I mean, I might try to, but I love Harry Potter so much. And that's like one thing that I was like, it takes me back to a cool place. I miss those days when the books were coming out and it was new and you had all this excitement. You couldn't wait for the movie to come out and all that stuff. So, that's everything that's going on, or that has gone on. Let me know what's going on with you and all that fun stuff, the same stuff as always. I hope that you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.